Norrath, welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Grind with the Adventure Squad, Leah edition. We are in Inithul Swamp and we are headed into Grob. No, we used the Grob stone. And we are headed into the city of Guck. And look at this. This is just an amazing entrance to a frog city. Alright, so we're going to head in there. We've got some business to attend to. And none of these frog locks are going to stop us. So here we go. Alright, we made it. There we go. City of Guck Traveler. Very nice. No. Nothing here is going to bother us all the way. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I think there's a couple of them that are very eager to defend the city once we get a little further in. But we are going to be going to Lower Guck. And this is upper, so if you just follow this here to the left as soon as you get in, then we go back to the right. I mean, as you can see, you got to go over here, up and over these planks. You have to go over the first one unless you want to duck. You can't make it under that first one, but you can make it under the second. We'll drop down here, all the way down. Save fall 88. Very cool. Now we'll just follow the tunnel. We're going to come into this first room to a nice hard right. Just keep on going. We're probably going to run into some trouble here. There's like the Froglock Priest. There's like something that you can get. I don't know. Let's kill him. See what he has to say. Oh, there's like a flame of something. Golden rod. What's that? That's okay. No. But I guess he can drop like, I don't know, something. And any character can charm. You can use it to charm. I can't remember. I heard somebody talking about it once. I have no idea what I'm talking about though. But he drops it. And it's actually quite expensive. Like on regular servers, it's like 500 plat. So, it's worth it. But it seems like it's really cool because you can get that and then you can charm stuff and you can have a pet and all that fun stuff at super low level. Even with classes that don't get that ability. Alright, so we're just going to follow here. We got to go to the left over here. Alright, there we go. Into Lower Guck. Alright, we are in Lower Guck. We should. There we go. The ruins of Old Guck. Old Guck, Lower Guck, all good Guck. So just follow this down. Somebody in here is probably going to get bent out of shape. So we have a couple things we're going to do while we're in here. We're probably going to go see if the evil eye is up. Alright, so we just kind of keep here to the left or to the right. We are just now. If we go this way, this is the way to the evil eye. So, like, now that you're in here, we're in this room. We're gonna zip over to the evil eye, see if we can snag ourselves a bag. Here's the jail, and then once you just kind of pop out of the jail here, there's going to be a room with a lot of water. There we go, and the evil eye will be right up over here to the left. We go up these stairs, and he's not here. This is normally where he is, so we'll kill this guy because we're mad. Ooh, look at this. These guys are a little tougher. What is this? Level 35. Very cool. Get a little bit of a challenge now. Very cool. Alright. No, but this is normally where the evil eye is, and he drops the bag of the sewn evil eye. Sewn bag of the evil eye? One of those two. Anyway, it's his bag. It's evil, and it's sewn. Alright, so we're going to head back through here, back through the jail. And we have one other stop to make. Alright, this is where... There we go. This is where we came in from. We went that way to go to the evil eye, and this is the direction we want to go. Normally, we will take this cool left, but we're going to go in here and see if Slay the Slayer is up. And he is not. Normally, he would be right there in the center where that Minotaur is, this guy here. It's a frog lock. He's part of Ranger Quest for... I can't remember which one. It's the Ivy Etched Armor, but I can't remember what piece it is. You get a piece of a broken bow from him, and he is super, super rare. Alright, so we just kind of keep to the right. There we go. We'll take a peek here. Hey, Raster Guck. You know what? We're going to kill him because we are a monk and we need him. So, alright, dude. But I don't know what you dropped, but you dropped something I need. We're going to do leopard. There we go. Yeah. I don't know what he drops. The idol? No trade? Okay, I guess that's it. We need the idol off of him. Is this a torn brown shirt? Alright, sorry Raster. We had to do that to you. Here we go. Let's move this over here. We need that for... He's part of the EverQuest. So that's cool. He was up. He is supposed to be a real pain to get to spawn. So, lucky for us. Okay, so when we come through here, you see this bloodstain on the wall? In right there, that space in front, that is a trap to drop down. So if you just run and jump, there you go. And you skip it. So we're going to head up. We are sneaking up on the dead side of Lower Guck, or the old city of Guck, as they called it. There you go. We are officially in the dead side, and these gargoyles don't care for it. Cool thing is, they drop gargoyle isles. Yeah, I did really screw that up when I said gargoyle isles. I said liles. But they drop gargoyle eyes. I'm just going to leave everything. I like it that these guys are not just one hit like they were in Crushbone. We actually have to fight. Very cool. No eyes yet, though. That's a bummer. They sell for 10 plat apiece. So that's really cool. Alright, leave all. Alright, so like up over here, there's I don't know, there's several different camps up in that area, but we don't care about that. We want to drop down. Let's see. Okay, nothing is really... Oh, there we go. This guy here. I love it how you can see like their guts hanging out. They're cool. I love these frog locks. We're going to use our Robe of the Whistling Fist to get our Jonathan's Whistling War Song and get ourselves a little haste. There we go. And I like it that our weapons are pretty much era appropriate, so we're not just crushing with those crazy defiant weapons that do so much damage. Okay, so if you go straight, there, you know, you got that pit. I believe there's a trap in there as well. Even though, you know, what's great is being level 66, we're still tough. I mean, we're not going to get killed. Not at all. Dude, she's at, is she seriously at 60% health? Holy cow. I did not expect that. I wasn't even paying attention because I figured we were just going to crush through here. Oh, this is great. I like it. And of course, do not have any bandages, so that stinks. All right, let's go a filter of the undead. We're just going to sneak through here. Whoa, nobody sees us. All right, this is where we want. We've got a frenzied ghoul. Look at that. That is what we want. That is why we're here. We want to kill the frenzied ghoul and get what he has to offer. So let's sit down for a second. We want to med up because we're going to have to take on all three of these. I don't really see it being a problem. Let's get to 75%. Wow, we are just zooming here. We could be 100% before we know it. We're going to leave all this stuff here. We don't want it. Now this could be quick, or this could take forever. This guy is on like a 23-minute respawn. So if he doesn't drop what we want this time, that's going to be a long night. We don't want to fight him either. Alright, we're at 96% health. 100%. Alright, let's go. Let's get that frenzied ghoul. Please drop what we're after. There we go. Come on. Alright, we're going to go Leopard Claw. Leopard Claw does 816 points of damage. We're going to keep that. We're going to keep hitting our Robe of the Whistling Fist to get our Jonathan's Whistling War Song. But we'll kill him, and then we'll just let that go. Is it there? Oh my god, it is there. Yes. We are going to loot that. That is... Where is it? Where'd it go? I can't see it. Oh, it went on. It is a flowing black silk sash, 21% haste. There we go. We are just that much faster. We're going to leave this. I'm going to get this guy. And on this one, man, this is just fantastic. That was what we came down here for. We got on the first drop. That is very, very rare. Awesome. We're going to leave all that. All right, let's take a look at our stats here. Our haste is 136%. Whoop. Okay, so let's do one other thing. So we're going to take off our Cloak of Flames. Our haste is 100%. Alright, so if we put on the Cloak of Flames, our haste is 136. We'll take that off and we'll put on our Flowing Black, 121%. So, when we put on the Cloak of Flames, we're at 136%. So, that's telling me we don't need this. They do not stack. That is a bummer. Thought they did. But it was cool. We came down here and we got this highly sought after item. It's just, I mean, really, Cloak of Flames, that comes off of Nagafin. So nobody really had that. But this Flowing Black Silk Sash, that was something that was attainable by everyone. We need to get bandages. That is something we need. Where's our mend? Do we have our mend button? We do not have a mend. We've never had to use it before, and I turned off attack. Let's not do that again. So we're going to have to get ourselves some bandages. What? Rooted? I am rooted. That stinks. Look at that. Okay, it's over. That wizard. Alright, so we are going to go and see about getting one other item. That is down here and very close. Also another highly sought after item. We can't go too far. We get too many. Now here's some trap stuff here. But if you run really quick, I think where the bloodstain is and where this lava is, and then there's another bloodstain on the other side, that's where the trap is. But if you stick to the side over here and you run really fast, you don't fall in. So that's what I do. And there you go. Then you fall in down here. Okay. I guess the trap is not right there. Oh my. We're getting our butts kicked. This gnome guy. Alright, here we go. We're gonna run up here, see if we can get out of here. And then we're gonna do some of our cool monk stuff. Where are we? We wanna go this way. We're gonna go over here and run up this way and keep going. Let's see if the ghoul lord is there. He is. No, it's just a wizard. And then we're just. Oh my gosh, we're getting kicked. There we go. We're just gonna feign death and make them all go away. We're looking for the ghoul lord, and he has the sword of the short sword of the Yakasha, or a yak for short. Which he's not up, and that guy doesn't have it. So we're just gonna run out of here. Do we want to run out of here, or do we want to use our? We're probably just going to use our Stein. I mean, you can't really. We don't need to run out of here. So once they go away, I mean, we can stand up and we can be in and out of here in a second. So we might as well do that. Oh, this guy over here. Let's get to at least 50%, just in case they want to attack us again. Being FD, you really do not regenerate much health. So we're just going to do that. We're going to pop up and use our Stein and head back to the plane of knowledge. What? We're out of here. Have a good one, froggies. Okay, we are in the plane of knowledge now, and we are going to head over to Quanos. Oh, we could use our boots. You know what? While we're here, we're going to pick up some bandages. That way we can bind wound. I wonder what our bind is. Let's take a look here. Sec. Bind wound. Awful. Sweet. It goes up to 355 and we are at exactly 0. So I believe you get those from general supply. Everybody has bandages. There we go. We're going to get a ton of those. That's 100, 200, 300, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that is 1,000, and they stack. All right, so now we have 1,000 bandages. we even have a bind wound button? We do not. Let's get one. Right by our drag. So we select ourselves and hit bind wound. Takes like 10 seconds. We are bind wound 1. Fantastic. Let's bind wound until it says that we can't do it any longer. I think it's 70%. You gotta love it. Got another skill up. We'll be 355 before we know it. Because I think we're gonna need to do this a lot. We're gonna have to get our mend button up. We got a nightmare of buttons here. We need to figure them out. You cannot bandage your target past 70% of their hit points. There you go. That's fair enough. All right, off to Quenos. Or, yeah, we're not going back. Well, I don't think we've ever been there, honestly. To Quenos. I believe it is the one right to the left of the Plain Tranquility Stone. Or it's to the right. It's one or the other. Quenos. All right, that's it. Okay, we made it. Quenos. And we got North Quenos Traveler. Sweet. All right, we got to go find the Monk Guild. We're going to go look to do some fun, cool monk stuff. Boy, I didn't realize Santa Claus was everywhere. I thought he only was in certain zones at certain times. Anyway. If I remember right, which I probably don't, I believe the Monk Guild... this way? Yeah, there we go. That looks like the Monk Guild to me. Let's go in and see who's here. Alright, this guy's got supplies. He would probably have everything we need. Then Aaron's nap. Alright, I believe this is the one I'm supposed to talk to. Okay, let's see. Welcome friend. I am Master Seta of the Silent Fist clan. We know that true strength lives in our soul. Once you have found and mastered it, your fist will be deadlier than any blade. I am also currently in charge of training our new recruits. If you are a new monk of the Silent Fist, I have some tests for you to complete. I like it. Alright, I pride myself on passing some of the finest monks in all the lands through my testing halls. I mainly attribute this fact to my training program that all young monks must undergo. When you are ready to begin the test, I will present you with your Silent Fist assembly kit and explain how the tests work. Alright, here is our kit. Alright, so we have all of these. We have cap, bracer, sleeves, sandals, trousers, gloves, and robes. Which I would hate to get a robe and give up our awesome fungi scale tunic, but I really do love a robe. Well, let's do that one first. Enchanted robe pattern. Alright, it says to create your robe material, you will need to combine 5 woven spider silks, 1 high quality cat pelt, 1 shadow wolf pelt, 1 severed gnoll foot, 1 matted greater cat pelt, and 1 cloth shirt in your assembly. Once you have created the proper material, take it to a loom along with the pattern to fashion your very own robe of the Silent Fist. Please come see me after you have completed your robe. I need to see you for some help with a problem our clan has been having. Sounds great. Alright. So we need to collect all this stuff. I love it. It just tells you nowhere. It's like, that's what we need. Good luck. I mean, it could be anywhere in the game, but you're a new monk, so it's got to be in this zone or the next couple, not very far away. So, Fippy Darkpaws squawking out there. I've never killed him. We might have to run out and do it. Alright, so we're going to collect all this stuff in your very own robe. So it looks like we have to combine all that stuff in our collection kit, and then take that and add it with the pattern and add a loom. Alright, well, that's why we're here. Let's go do it. Let's go collect that stuff. And then we're going to worry about that problem she has. Increase the Discord. There we go, we're outside. Oh, where's Fippy? Did he get killed by the guards? High quality cat pelt, a shadow wolf pelt, silver no. Man. Alright, let's see what we got here off of this guy. We need 2 rat whiskers. For our wrist, we need 2 rat whiskers. Got all this stuff written down. So we're going to try to snag a few things. 1 more rat whisker. Alright, so if we can snag another one, then we'll be just that much further along. Do we need a feared rat skull? Oh, we do. We need a field rat skull. We need one of those. There's going to be all kind of stuff here. Alright, so we have all of our rat whiskers, and we have a field rat skull. There's like so many things that we need to get. Oh, do we need a fire beetle eye? We need a giant. This is not going to be it. But we need a giant fire beetle eye. Yeah, skeletal tibia and a severed gnoll's foot. So here's a gnoll pup. Maybe we can get that from him. Alright, we also need a few bone chips. We need that tibia, skeletal tibia. I love these beginning quests. You get really good armor, and it makes you get out here and fight really everything. So you're getting great EXP, and you're figuring out how to play. Plus, you're going to be getting some really great armor. So these invading gnoll pups, they don't drop anything. They're kind of like a little mini quest, I guess, doing their own thing. We got to figure out about this spider silk spa, woven spider silks. I wonder if spiders in like Quanos Hill drop that. All right, so let's get out of here. We're going to head to Quanos Hills, and we're going to kill the skeleton first, though. I know there's some skeletons over there. I'm sure they want you to move on from this area about as fast as you can. So you get a few rat whiskers, and they're like, go on, get out of here. All right, so let's do it. We're going to head to Quanos Hills, continue on with our quest. All right, I immediately see a wolf. It's a gray wolf. It's not a shadow wolf. Hey, traveler. All right, let's get him. See what he drops. What do we got here? Medium quality wolf skin. We need a shadow wolf thing. And we don't need any fangs. But there's will-o-wisps. We need a greater light stone because we can't see anything at night. Please, greater white stone. Nope, just a regular one. Not a burned out one though, so we can take that for a little bit. And if we put it in our, actually, you might even be able to put it in your bag. I believe a greater light stone you can have in your bag, and it's a great light source. Literally, it's a great light source because it's a greater light stone. We have our magic weapon, so we can attack it. Got a lot of stuff to do here. We got to get this skeleton. Oh, we got to get a light source. Oh. We should set those to ever need. Tibia? Skeleton tibia! Awesome. We're almost done with our cloth cap. Alright, so we have those. I don't know what else to do. There's some will-o-wisp over here. Let's kill them. But we never want to see a burned out light stone. We're going to never want to see this. Care what that is. I don't know if there's any. Man, I think we're going to have to go into West Karana. There's a fire beetle. Got a fire beetle eye. And loot that. I know that is a light source. All you got to do is have that in your bag for sure. But we need a giant fire beetle eye. I don't know where any giant fire beetles are. you know, it's pretty crazy because this is a huge zone, Buenos Hills, and there's like nothing in it. I feel like it's just empty. You got these guards running around. And as long as you're not a bad guy, you're totally safe. So this is a fire beetle. We need to get a giant fire beetle. We need to head over toward Blackborough. Oh, we got some more will-o-wisp. Let's get ourselves a greater lightstone. We'll just leave those. We want a greater lightstone. Where is Blackborough from here? Okay, it's further down this way. We're not that far into the zone. I see another will-o-wisp up here. Without having all of our Defiant armor, we need to get a light source. The Defiant armor comes basically with everything you need. If you're a bard, the each musical instrument is already kind of embedded in it, so you don't have to have any of the instruments on you. You don't have to be holding them. And we don't need any of those. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Look at that. That's Blackborough. So we need a couple severed knollfoots. We're probably going to have to go in. What do we got here? Alright, we don't need any of that. Oh, old fangs. You can turn those in for some pretty good EXP. We should do that. Oh, it's over here on one of these other ones. Alright, we're going to leave it. We're not going to go back and get it. Who's this? See what she has to say. Can't speak right now. She's waiting for somebody to come by. Alright, we're going to head into Blackborough. We need to get, let's see, how many? 1 severed knollfoot, 2 severed knollfoot, need a knoll jawbone. I mean, that's another a knoll backbone. So we need a few knoll things, and they are going to be in Blackborough. So let's go check that out. This is like nuts. Here we go, Blackborough. Ooh, let's kill this guy. Nope. All right, into Blackborough we go. All right, we made it into scenic Blackborough. So we're looking for a few knoll pieces. Let's see what we can come up with. Here we go. That is a severed knollfoot. We need that. And that is a knoll backbone. And we also need that. So let's see. Let's mark that down. Severed knollfoot. And a knoll backbone. Very cool. So we just need one more severed knollfoot. And then we need a knoll jawbone. Figured that would take a little longer to get. But that's cool. I mean, everything doesn't have to take forever. We do need to snag these knoll fangs. Do we need a pelt? Let's take a look here at our list of stuff. Doesn't look like we need a knoll pelt or anything like that. Nope, we just need some animal pelts. So let's just get over here, check this guy out. Let's throw on our boots. We want to run around a little faster. That's an ulna. We don't need any of that. It's been a while since I've been here. The first collection for the Year of Darkpaw was here, and I learned my way around. But it had been a while, so now I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. Finger bones, we don't need those. Somebody's familiar. So let's just start going crazy here. Try to kill everything we can. Here's a knoll. Well, I guess that's good that we got our jawbone or backbone or whatever it was right off the bat. Here's something. That's a backbone. So we can leave all that. We don't need it. Alright, let's go down into Black Burrow. See how fast I get lost down in here. This looks like a jawbone to me. Orc jawbone, or no jawbone. Excellent. Get the jawbone. Oh, we need 2 jawbones. These are for the wrist, so we'll need 1 more of those. Alright, let's just go down. See what happens here. And we're tearing them up pretty good. Sort of certain knolls have a higher chance to drop other things. So, and we also need another severed foot. If you come up here, you don't have to swim. You can just walk across. Oh, now we got to swim. Missed the corner there. Got a little nook hideaway over here. Surprised there's nothing up there. There probably is, it just hasn't spawned. Alright, let's take a look. Okay. Don't need any of that. We don't want to use any of that Defiant gear. Try to stay away from that. Okay, here we go. We're going a little bit further in. These Null Fangs are a really good turn-in. I've never done the quest, but I hear it's really good. So I think we'll collect as many Null Fangs as we get while we're doing this. And then we'll go do the turn-in. Awesome. Another severed nose foot. Hey, we might be done here quicker than I thought. So what else do we need? We need one more jawbone. There we go. We'll get that. We're down into the bowels of Blackborough, but we're going up, so I know that doesn't seem right. Just too many over here to not go kill. We got this little sketchy area here, otherwise you fall down into the water. Alright, we're going to let them go. We're going to head over this way. A little bit higher level stuff is over here. Yeah, I'm sure just it's all random. What drops what. But you never know. It could be set up. So one in here, there's a name that can spawn up in here. I think Commander? I don't know. I'm kind of remembering my way around here. I should have looked. I wasn't paying attention to what creature dropped. Let's see. Go to loot. Where's our loot? There's our loot. Let's see if we can scroll up here. Severed foot. Your backbone. So then it was coming up. If we take a look here. You have looted a oak jawbone. That was just from a scrawny knoll. So I don't know. Maybe we'll be on the lookout for a few more scrawny knolls. I think they're a little higher level up. Not as in tougher, but as in higher in the dungeon. And right now, I have no idea where I am. So let me see if I can figure it out. Okay, we're in here. Okay. Okay, you go up in there. We come around over here. I think. Okay, then we come this way, and we go to the right. Yeah. Then you can go up in here for some higher level. I think there's a name in here. Well, we got the elite guards. They're always doing something. Got a lot of Knoll Fangs, that's for sure. Alright, so that's it. Just getting Knoll Fangs mostly. So this is like perfect for when you're the appropriate level. I mean, you're down in here, you're just grinding stuff out like crazy. I believe that way goes to a cliff. Yeah, and then that'll drop off into the water. Dead end. If you're not paying attention, down you go. Which one are we attacking? Oh, here we go, this guy. It's nice that this is just one hit. I don't want to spend any more time here than we have to. I mean, it's fun doing this quest. We'll probably never do it again. And no jawbone. What's up this way? Hey, it's Scrawny Knoll. Perfect. Got a severed orc foot. We don't need that again. Just need that jawbone. Lots of scrawny knolls up here. Alright, so this is where we came in, and then we went over this way. And then, excuse me, then we followed this around over to the door. So let's head back to the way we just came from. Oh, all right, awesome. There we go. That wasn't so bad. And I almost did it again. There we go, perfect. All right, we're going to head back this way. Boy. I believe this here is a portal to Jagged Pine Forest. Yes, it is. Man, it's taking forever to get this second piece. Alright, so we are just over here. Now let's head back this way. We came from here earlier. See if we can head back up top. Oh, that's the door you can't use. Okay. Alright, so we're going to head over here. We didn't come from this way. Came from down below. When we first came in, we came from over here. And if you go down, there's that door we just tried to go through, the locked door that won't open. We'll go through the spikes, and if you're low level and you run into the spikes, you actually take damage. Man, this gnoll jawbone is really troublesome here. Let's pull him away from the door. For some reason, he just wouldn't attack. There we go. Still nothing. Now over here, there is a named, right on the other side of this bridge, usually where the elite guard is. Man, we're getting tons of null fangs though, that's for sure. Too bad we don't need the EXP. Goodness. The only bad part about these beginning quests, they were put in the game quite a bit later. I think with like Lost Dungeons in Norrath or Legacy of Yakesha or Yakesha. And it just seems like while you're doing them, you can pretty much just level right out of the equipment. There, split paw, refugee. And he didn't have anything. Except he had an old thing. Where'd this guy go? I think this, you can drop down from the tree. I think this is where you land. Let's see. I believe this is it. No, maybe not. Maybe you land in the water. Well, at least everything's starting to respawn, so that's a good thing. Well, I was hoping to get our second jawbone, get all of our pieces, so that we could head over to West Karana, so we can start to collect the rest of our stuff. Need quite a bit of stuff from over there. Need a bunch of cat pelts. We need a bunch of spider silk. Woven spider silk, and that's where it comes from. Sure, probably giant spiders, carapace spiders, I think they're called. Alright, where are we at here? Coming in from this way. Man, we've been here a while. Our boots are wearing off. Let's go up and kill these guys. Hey, another refugee split paw. He may not be a named. He might, I don't know what he is. He's just a uncommon guy, maybe. Like we got another foot. I guess you know you're not really using overpowered weapons when you still can't kill a gnoll with one hit. Alright, we're going to leave that. This will kill this guy down here. Hope for the best. That's it. Alright, well, I think we're going to call this episode an episode. We're definitely going to have to pick up where we left off here in Blackborough for one more gnoll jawbone. Alright, so we'll see you next episode. Thanks. Have a good one.